Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday. Tacos, tequilas, and teas. Whatever tea you celebrate, get into it. Okay. Um, I came live today because I don't want to go live tomorrow. It wasn't because there was a lot of topics to discuss, but I said I ain't been live since Friday. Was it Friday? Yes, I was live on Friday. If you did not watch that live, go ahead and watch it back. We had a good time, okay? I took a little weekend off and I was laying down and relaxing yesterday. And today's Tuesday. And I said, girl, go ahead and get yourself together with the people, okay? And I said, get your thumbnail together so okay, nobody complain about nothing, okay? Y'all know to do a couple of things for me to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Wait, can y'all hear me? Why I feel like, is it any sound? It is. I see a bleep. Okay. So I'm like, wait a minute. I want to be sure I am being heard. But usually the circle is lighting up and I didn't see it, but I put my glasses on. But y'all know to like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay? Um, what else? I feel like that's it. Okay? I don't have lipstick on today. I don't feel like putting lipstick on. Look. Hey y'all. Okay. I don't have lipstick on. I broke 2 nails. That really pisses me off. I hate when I break a nail. So I feel like my 2 nails is nubs. It's late. It's warm outside. I'm tired. I had to put a shirt on. Shower with a dress. But I'm here with y'all. And that's what matters, okay? I'm low. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, is it better now? Can you hear me now? Is this thing working? Am I louder? Am I lower? What is it? Hold on. Let me listen to myself a little bit. Okay, that is better. I feel like when I plugged my microphone in, a part of me felt like I didn't all the way push it in, but I wasn't paying that much attention. Okay, but we are here today to get into a few things. Okay, to discuss the people. Okay, hello for y'all who are here watching live. Hello to those who will end up watching the replay. I appreciate both sets of people. Okay, either way it go, y'all know to make sure to like the video. Okay, because y'all know YouTube be playing. Well, not YouTube, because I don't be popping up that much. YouTube just be stingy with the sharing. So y'all have to make sure that you like the video and stuff, okay? But hey, to the people, I was trying. Look, technically, when I was first doing the thumbnail, I had Cardi, K Michelle, Tamar, and Nene, and I had the little emoji face. I done had other people, and the emoji face was bigger. And I said, "Girl, add some more people on there. Stop acting like that. Okay, stop acting all stanky dang dang. Get it together." So I said, "Well, just add some more people." And because I said I wanted a splash of something besides pink, I said, "Well, because it's because I found City Star in white. I couldn't find much else of City Star, and because she was in white, I had to add the guys in white too. I could not find them in pink. Okay, so that is how the thumbnail came to be. Okay, but I still said I'm gonna do what it is. Okay, go ahead and go to bed. Guess what's as simple. When I am done here, again, I got 2 hours. Two, not three, not four, not five. I got two. Uno, dos. Okay, I'm going to bed. Okay, yeah, the bottom row of people, I said, girl, y'all going through some things. Okay, people messing with y'all, y'all saying stuff about people. Your husband got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend, and y'all still beefing. I want y'all to let it go. Somebody's in jail. There's all kind of things going on with the bottom row of people. Okay. But hi to y'all. I'm perfect good. I'm glad y'all can clearly hear me and all the good things that are going on. Now, guess what I'm gonna do, child? Get started. Cause guess what? I wanna go to bed. Okay. Let me get to sharing my screen because I was saving all the things that needs to be saved on the eye of the G's so that we could get into something. And then because I was like, I'm tired, I wipe my lips. Cause this is my room when I get home. This is what will cancel a live. If I wipe my what's wrong with damn lip? I was eating some chicken Alfredo. I came home. I got home late. I was off work a little late, and I ate some little chicken Alfredo. And I saw, oh, now my lipstick look weird. I wiped it off. And this is the rule. If I take off my lipstick and I take off my bra, the lab was canceled. Okay? I refuse to ever put back on a bra to come talk to anybody. Okay? And I was like, so if I'm ever here at the house and whatever, and I got a live playing, if I get too comfortable, I take that lipstick off, I take that bra off, the live is canceled. I don't care if it's 902. Take the live is canceled. So lucky for y'all, I did not take my bra off. And so that's why we are here right now. Okay. Anyway, uh, but those are my rules. Those are my rules. That's why I'm usually still in my sports bra. Girl, it's a girl. Why is it the season on my lips? It's so weird. I'm not tripping. I'm tripping. I'm just tripping. Um, but that's why I was in my little sports bra because I'm like, girl, that's as comfortable as you can be, and not cancel the lie. Okay, but once the boobies is free and they relax and they chilling, I'm not finna get on camera with y'all. I'm not putting back on no. I refuse to do it. Not today. Not ever. Okay. Anyway, so, a few things I was saving for us to get into, okay? I also told myself tomorrow because it's a lot of little random. Tomorrow's live may just be a random chit chat live. It may not be a celebrity people live, whatever. So that might be tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So that way I at least got two lives in the week, okay? Now let's get to some of the foolish things going on the social. Even today, I was like, I was going through the foolishness and things, and then while going through the foolishness and stuff with people or whatever, I didn't save that many topics because I was like, I don't want to be here for 18,000 hours. So tomorrow I may do like a little hour live just for y'all. Okay, and that's it. I'm just 2 hours. I promise y'all, it's gonna be quick. Okay, it's gonna be really quick. But hi to the people coming in. I appreciate y'all. Okay, greetings to everybody. Okay, um, I got meetings all week. I got meetings galore at work this week and next week. And I did say to myself, I was like, girl, you are really a part time YouTuber because you are that busy at your job. Okay, so I appreciate those who still pop in and come see what I be talking about, the foolishness that comes out of my mouth and my brain and whatever. Now I think this right here, right? Okay, I said this right here, and I want y'all opinion. Okay, a woman who says she's on Section 8, she's chronicling. That's the word, right? Chronicling her her Section 8 journey. Y'all know what? Look, when I was younger, there was a lady on our block who was on like the Section 8, the welfare thing or whatever. We all call her Auntie Sign. Okay, Auntie Sign had 18,000 kids. Well, it was, let me see. It was Aunt, it was Mike, it was Grandma, it was Nene, it was Tony. I think she had five. It was five kids. It was like maybe, was it five? I don't know. She had some children. We know it was the block or whatever. And I remember she had like a Section 8 house because I would hear the adults talk about how her rent was like $2. And once I got older, because she had passed away and whatnot, and her kids was then on the Section 8. And then their kids was on the set. And I was like, well, how the fuck is everybody on Section 8? And how the hell did she have a house and then the kids had. My point is, I really felt like back then, well, Section 8 can't be a thing forever, but I guess it is because this lady say she is on her Section 8 journey, okay? And she was showing how her daughter's room looked, how the house looked, and folks was kind of complaining.
Section 8 in May 2025, which means it's been a year and 3 months since I've been on it. I only gave myself 2 to 3 years to be on Section 8. So my time is running out, y'all. I got to make it do what it do. I told y'all I would call y'all back, right? Period. So let's get into how my day.
Now, folks' issue was you on Section 8. What does this help? No one is knocking anybody on Section 8, on the welfare, on the WIC, on the food stamps, on the whatever assistance you, on the Medicaids, CMH, whatever you have. No one is knocking anyone at the all, okay? However, this lady said she's on her Section 8 journey, and people was like, your kid room is really, really dirty. The kid room is really, really dirty. Now, I would hang out at the lady house on the corner who was on Section 8. Her house was always clean. She was on the ass. I mean, she was on. Look, don't have my house dirty. She would cook food for the girl. She was such. Auntie Sign was such an amazing mom. She was abusive. She would beat them kids, okay? But she loved her children. She just beat them because there was a lot of them that was bad. I digress. But her house was always clean. And so when folks saw how dirty the kids' rooms were, people said, now, bitch, what you doing?
Went to that. After I cleaned the living room and the kitchen, I finally entered this beast of a room.
Now, I said, girl, is some kids some monsters? That's a messy room. Okay, not the $50. Hey, Tara, $50 ain't my dress. $50, not $50. Look, you know what? Back when Auntie signed, I was in maybe middle school, so that was like That had to be between like 93 to 96 that I figured out when this was going on. Because that was, 30 years ago. It probably was the $50 there. I don't know if the 50 gonna hit now. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? The house is a mess, has nothing to do with Section 8. I agree. Mm-hmm. Trust it. Um, Cleanest houses, you ever seen the products? You know what I'm saying? You know? I question the adult, why would your child being like that? Why you not? I would not do that at all. You know? But the mama was like, let me clean up.
I get so tired of cleaning these kids' room, yo.
Let me start from the beginning, because I keep talking. Let me start from the beginning.
I got approved for Section 8 in May 2025, which means it's been a year and 3 months since I've been on it. I only gave myself 2 to 3 years to be on Section 8. So my time is running out, y'all. I got to make it do what it do. I told y'all I would call y'all back, right? Period. So let's get into how my day went today. After I cleaned the living room and the kitchen, I finally entered this beast of a room. I get so tired of cleaning these kids' room, y'all. And it's truly so sad because Maya is really the one that tears the room up like this. But I honestly got tired of seeing it like that, so I had to go in. Of course, they sit around and picked up stuff, put it in the trash, and act like they was helping me clean. But honestly, y'all, them kids was just in the damn way. Like, move. I do not have all night to be in this damn room. In the midst of that, the only light in the house took a dive. Yes, I said the only light in the house.
I said, no, why? There's only one light. Ain't no other light in the house. Don't houses have to have lights and lamps? And because like in my living room, the only light in my living room is by my front door. So I have two lamps. Now I do think it's weird my living room don't have one, but it's still one. It's still one up here, just not one in the middle. But I have lights in every other room, in the kitchen, in both bedrooms, in the hallway, and whatnot. So I'm like, how you got a whole house and ain't no light in there? You got the one lamp.
Could not believe it, y'all. And my ass is too cheap to be buying lights. So we use this one and we move it around the house. We don't got time for that to get burned. But no, for real, tomorrow.
So at least she cleaned up. Okay, now I'm like, where did she put the stuff? Okay, where did all the trash go? In the trash can, in the closet. Okay, under the bed is the beds now laying on the toilet. I don't know. I'm just want, but again, it's now clean.
I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm gonna get some lights for each.
Not them blinds. Why the blinds? The blinds look like a dinosaur. Like I never understand how blinds get so messed up at all. Even when I was a kid, like I wasn't fucking with the blinds. I don't ever recall being 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or when you ate as a toddler, as a child, and playing in the blinds and fucking the blinds up. I never understood. Like DJ ain't do that. None of my god kid did that. Not Sierra, not Teron, not Mooney. Okay, not none of the kids. I don't understand how y'all. How does that happen, girl? And why not buy some more? Matter of fact, no. Take the blind down. Put up some curtains, bitch.
Each room. Anyway, after I finished cleaning the kids' room, I got their food together. Tonight I made smothered turkey leg, Parmesan melting cabbage, and baked potatoes, y'all. When I tell you that smothered turkey leg was so tender, just look at her, baby. That's a spoon we using, okay? Of course, my baby's.
Now she got the look. They in the gold containers. You should be a chef. You making all that food, girl. Make you some money.
Tore that up. My babies don't play about no home cooked meal.
They play about that damn room though.
I'm gonna tell you that now. While my girls was eating, I went ahead and got in the shower and got myself ready for bed. Baby, it has been a long day. So I showed myself a little extra TLC tonight. Oh my gosh, y'all. When I say I felt so refreshed, ready to light me a candle and watch me a good old movie. Y'all let me know how y'all day went in the comments. I love y'all. I'll call y'all tomorrow and y'all better answer. Bye.
So, people's issue was, girl, that room was messy. That room looked dirty. That room looked like don't nobody clean it. Because you know what? You can pick up trash off the floor. But you don't shampoo the carpet? Do you vacuum the carpet? The carpet looks dirty. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how no one is saying to her, ma'am, your kid's room looks like a pigsty. Your kid's room look like a dang on the trash what is it called? The dumpster? Like the trash place? It's weird. I don't get how it ever gets that bad. Okay? Are they tearing up boxes? Are they tearing up boxes? Because it's like you wouldn't get no toys. Nothing. When you have like styrofoam beating out pieces on the ground, girl, no. Okay? And the kids, how they sleep around there. How long was it this dirty? All day or all week? Okay? They sleeping on coats. That's not a trash. You know, I have gotten to the habit. I have a regular size like kitchen trash can. I barely use it because once I got like a little, cause I have 30-gallon trash bags, 13-gallon trash bags, and I think 8-gallon trash bags, and like every 2 days I just carry out look 8 gallon. I'm like I don't, I can't have trash that's sitting around here. It's weird, you know. And I'm like, the room just looks a mess. So a lot of folks were complaining and talking cash money shit. Like, girl, you're nasty. It's a dirty house, okay? To me, I don't think rooms should ever get that dirty. That's a lot. I like, how do you, mm. Okay, hold on, let's go to the comments. Oh, I forgot, hold on, y'all, I forgot to put comments up. Boom. Okay. It looks awful. Okay. Yeah, how the room get that bad? The apartment does look nice. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like it don't look dirty. Well, I mean, the flow look dirty. The flow look like it ain't been shampooed. Okay. The flow look like ain't been sweats or they ain't been vacuum. Okay. Little dust mites. Okay. Um, yeah, just one. I said, how you got one light? How does one? Don't someone else come and set the tools? The bed on the floor. She's saying her daughter's like, oh, the daughter's autistic. Oh. So, okay, that changes my opinion a little bit, okay? Because children who are autistic do, at times, depending on what level they are on the spectrum, because not all children with autism destroy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. So I get it. I fully get it. I also feel like if you make your child destroy shit, you get them less stuff to tear up. Okay? Don't leave no boxes around there. Okay? Get them something real strong and sturdy that they can't tear into pieces. Okay? Just saying. When you do have a child that's on the spectrum, there are ways and toys and things you can get them so they can't make such a mess. Okay? I feel like if you give her, the child, all these things that can be torn up and destroyed, they're gonna destroy it. Okay? Hell, give her a brick. Not a brick. Don't look for a brick. Don't do no brick. That's dangerous. Okay? But give her some kind of a hard, unterrible, soft, like give her a fucking pillow. You know? Just saying, give her some pillows or whatever. Hey, MP. I'm say, I'm gonna say your real name. Hey, I, who knows why a baby carrier? It's real weird. Okay. Happy early birthday. When your birthday? Happy early birthday. Okay. Um, but I was like, girl, what is going on? And yes, you always should lead with, hey, not only am I a Section 8 journey person, my child is also autistic. So I'm battling, trying to get my life together financially, work wise, apartment paying for wise. I'm also having to deal with my child being autistic and having to work with that too. When you just say I'm on my Section 8 journey, it's like, girl, no, you're on a parent with a child with autism journey. Okay, put that out front. We may buy you some lamps. Happy birthday, happy early birthday. But folks were upset at her because of how bad the room looked. But again, now knowing that the daughter has autism, and I'm going to do both for this one to have autism. I'm gonna guess one does. Oh, she did vacuum. And I'm gonna put the damn light. But I'm like, I just need you to sometime don't call it a Section 8 journey. Just say you're working on some shit. Okay. Are you hungry? Is anyone hungry? Is KFC worth prison? No. Okay. A woman was arrested after putting an AR-15 on a KFC employee because She was pissed off about the drive-through wait. Now look, I have absolutely been in a drive-through. Okay, I have been waiting on food. I have been waiting on all kind of stuff in the line. Okay. I have been waiting in lines for this and for that and everything or whatever. And I get, cause this I was at Chick-fil-A. Okay, this is maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was pulled up because I placed a curbside pickup order. Okay, at the Chick-fil-A, and it wasn't any spots available in the pickup curbside spaces, right? And so I had to pull around. I was sitting waiting for one of the cars because I placed the curbside pickup. I'm like, get curbside. So I was parked and I was waiting behind the car to pull into a parking space once somebody put out. And so someone was pulling out, right? And then a car was pulling into the parking lot. They saw me waiting, okay? Saw me with my blinker on. They saw the car coming out. The car looked me dead in my face, okay? Looked me dead in my face. And I said, okay, they see me waiting to park, but they can't pull forward because I'm on one side and the car on the other. And when I tell you these motherfuckers took my space, and every anger, every inch of my soul, every inch of my body was like murder, murder, murder. Because how do you sit and see somebody waiting for a parking space? You saw me when you pulled into the parking lot. You saw me sitting here with my blinker on, and you saw the car backing up. Okay, how would you? And I was like, murder, murder, murder. And God said, Jaylee, no. God stopped me, but I can I can just you know what I'm saying. Thank God, and I got my food. It was fine. However, I can understand having the thoughts, being pissed off, and you think real quick and fast. You know, oh, just got there. Oh, I read it. Sorry, y'all. I had to find the next. Um, so I can imagine when you're upset, but you have to know to not fully react. Okay, but KFC, bitch. First of all, KFC ain't even the best chicken. Okay, it used to, like, I'm 44. So 20 years ago, you know, you would go to a KFC, child, get you a good little 8 piece meal for the family, little potato wedge, okay, little macaroni and cheese or whatever, little coleslaw, and the food was good about 20 years prior. hmm Now, currently, going to KFC is hit or miss. Okay, you might get real hot cooked food. You may get old ass food reheated. Okay, you may get food that ain't worth a damn. Okay, you have to go to certain local. Like for me, I know for a fact I like the KFC around here. It's one on 13 Mile. Is it 13 Mile, bitch? I don't know. The bitch is on. Is it 13 Mile or 12 Mile? I don't know, but it's around here in the area. Okay, it's not far from my house, and they always have like fresh chicken. Okay, if I want me a little 4 piece meal, but I don't want no pop. I can get two sides, ain't no issue. Okay, but I also know you can't just go to any KFC, bitch. Okay, so that's why I'm saying KFC ain't worth fighting for. It damn sure ain't worth prison time. Not today, not ever. Okay. A Kentucky woman took a big back, not took a big back activities to a new extreme after crashing out at the KFC. Okay, 33-year-old is I'm making native Roman. Went to the drive-thru and became angry about how long it was taking for her order to be completed. She got into a verbal altercation with the staff before she before she put out of line and went around to the parking lot. Got to the parking lot, popped the trunk, pulled out an AR-15 rifle and pointed at an employee in a threatening manner. First of all, there's no other manner to point a AR-15 besides the threatening manner. There's no nice AR-15 pointing way. Okay, you can't pull out an AR-15 at all and they're like, "Oh, that's so nice. Look at the little knife." No, but you're threatening me. Okay. Police arrived, reviewed surveillance footage, and tracked her down and took her into custody. The employee said she aims at later identify her in the photo lineup. There's no item on the KFC menu. It ain't no item on the menu, okay, that's ever worth the jail, okay, at the all. Okay, look, I've been all kind of little orders. I love chicken. I like chicken. I like steak. You know what I'm saying? A good polar sausage. You know what I'm saying? I eat all the chicken. I had some baked. Ooh, I baked some chicken. Ooh, it tastes so good. I'm gonna bake some chicken tomorrow. Anyway, I digress. Uh, KFC. No, it's not. It's not that good. Yeah. And why is an AR-15 in the trunk? Like, who you going after? You a gang member? Is you a gang member? It's weird. Hello to all the folks popping in, child. The last time I had KFC, it probably was 2 weeks. When I go to KFC, I give me a 4-piece thighs. Okay, I want a 4-piece thigh. Thigh only. Okay. Original. That's it. Okay. With a little mash and gravy. That's it. Okay. You pull the skin off. That's it. But I don't know why anyone would ever go to a KFC and say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull out a gun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, for what? Did you get your food? That's stupid. It's weird. Why would you do that? Well, y'all know the hot wings were back. Well, the spicy ones came back and whatnot. I'm not a winged sauce girly, okay? But anybody come around here, okay, with an AR-15 for the KFC. Now, if you was at the Popeyes, maybe, okay, a fresh Popeyes breast, maybe, okay. Um, but y'all Bosch's here, Bosch's fish and chicken, bitch. I mean, I'm not gonna pull out no gun at Bosch's. But I'm gonna wait for Bosch's. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be upset if I wait long. Bosch's fish and chicken here, in the area, whatever, has really good chicken. Okay, really good chicken. That's why I don't go to other places that much anymore. I like them better than Captain Jade. I like them better than who else? Captain Jade is around here. And somebody I don't know, but Bosch's chicken is it fish and chicken? I don't know what it Bosch's or whatever. They have some really good food, and I like me a good old church. Now we church is chicken. I have not had. I think the last time I had church's chicken, I think it was at somebody's funeral. Maybe probably like 10, 15 years ago. Like no one he like there is a church chicken here in Detroit on um on 7 Mile and Gratiot. Okay. 7 Mile and Gratiot has a church chicken and a Popeyes down there too. And when I ride past there, the drive through was always popping. So I'm not saying no one here eats church chicken. This is not one by me. And when I'm riding over that way, I'm not riding over to get on them. but folks here, that will be popping, okay? But look, don't y'all be going to these restaurants, y'all, these AR-15s. Don't do it. Okay, it ain't worth it. Now, Detroit woman attempt to fight off a home intruder with an axe. Look, chopped up, chopped and screwed, ho. Okay, um, tried to fight off an intruder with an axe after claiming he was vandalizing her home because she put hands on his wife. What is going on? I didn't watch it yet. What happened?
Yep, somebody's breaking in my house. I got my kids. Call the police, Harmony. You got to get in here. But you have to get in here first. Somebody help! He's getting in here, officers! Help us! He in the house! Help me, he's trying to kill me! Help me! Help me, daughter! Oh no, he tried to grab me.
Neighbors, a Detroit woman found herself in a scary situation after a
Hold on. I didn't watch it before I posted it.
Yep,
I know you fucking lying. I know you, girl. Oh, girl.
somebody's breaking in my house.
First of all, you too calm for me. Okay, you too calm for me, bitch. He busted through the window.
I got my kids. Call the police, Harmony. You got to get in here. But you have to get in here first.
First of all, clearly she don't have no gun. Okay, because you would get popped right in the dome. Bitty bitty bum bum. Okay, that's one. Girl, get you a gun. Okay. Secondly, anybody who's coming and busting in and climbing in my window to come attack me, get you a stun gun too. Okay, a stun gun. Okay, get you a butcher knife. Okay, slicing and dicing. Cut his wrist. If he want to put his hand in the window, slice. Okay, bleed out on the porch. Why, girl? Somebody help! As he's doing all this stab. Okay, as he is using whatever to get in the house, stab. Okay, bleed out.
He's getting in here, officers! Help us!
Baseball bat.
He in the house! Help me!
Chop with the axe.
Trying to kill me! Help me! Help me! Daughter! Oh no, he tried to grab me.
Neighbors, a Detroit woman.
I don't know how. Girl, hold on. What is he saying?
Masked assailant broke into her home and assaulted her. Nene took to her social media accounts asking social users for help. She claimed she was assaulted on April 6, 2026 at her Detroit residence with her children.
He hit me in the head. My head leaking, kids. Look at my head. He hit me in the head. My head is leaking. Give me a... Oh no. Now look at this shit.
First of all, ain't no way on God's green earth, okay, that I have an axe that cuts up stuff, okay, and someone is breaking in my house and my kids are here, and I'm not Hacksaw Jim Duggan around this bitch. I'm not Paul Bundy. Chop, okay. Why are you so calm, girl?
I got it. He hit me in the head, my head leaking. Attempted murder. Call the police. They on their way? Oh, he fucked up.
Now, first of all, that door tells a story. Okay? The door, girl, did the door just get messed up?
He done fucked up. He said stay out this.
Video that she posted on social media, you can see her calmly telling the assailant that she has kids in her home and calmly telling one of her children to call the police. This time, you can see the masked man breaking glass, destroying her home, challenging her to use that axe she had in her hand. Now, she stood 10 toes down in the fact that she wasn't going to use that.
Wait.
Not on my watch.
Unless he stepped into her home, which ended up happening. According to the masked man, he was doing this to Renee's home in order to get back at her for allegedly laying hands on his wife.
Get your bitch ass out here. If you step your ass out here, bitch, you done.
Okay. See you later.
You put your hands on my wife. If you put your hands on my wife, Go ahead.
No, you gotta come in here.
All right, bro.
Later on in the video, a woman who is presumably his wife comes up to the window
Why the sheets?
and begins yelling at Renee as well.
He ruining his life. He running his life.
Come on.
No, we don't do that. My kid's on the phone with the police.
Are crackheads fighting? It feels like a crackhead fight. Are they all crackheads?
Oh,
Because why is the sheet on the window?
oh, y'all.
At this time, the masked man felt comfortable enough to actually leap through the window. Renee stopped recording with the camera and got busy with him. Now, I don't know what was going on, but in the midst of the phone shuffling, you could hear her screaming, you could hear him talking, you can actually hear her child on the phone with the 911 operator at the end of the video.
He has on a black hoodie and black pants. I don't know what kind of shoes he has on, but he's brown.
He came to her house with plastic gloves on, a hoodie, a face mask.
This is somebody's husband or girlfriend, I don't know. And she called him, and now he broke our windows and came in. Please, thank you.
Child.
Even though the camera was face down during the time of the alleged assault, when the phone got popped back up, you can see Renee was holding her head, accusing the man of striking her and saying that she was bleeding. From there, Renee claims that they hopped into a white Envoy and sped off. The craziest part regarding this is I feel like her kid was on the phone with 911 for the longest time. I don't know if they ever made it there, but they clearly never found them because even though this happened on April 6th, Renee has come to the internet really a month later, asking for help from social media users locating these two people. In a social media post, she says, "This incident happened to me and my children on..."
I don't care. Look, first of all, these are not Detroit survival skills. Okay, one man, why you in the road? Okay, everybody know you fighting and someone's trying to attack you. You can't wear anything they can grab onto. Okay, what are you doing? Secondly, if someone is breaking in your house, axe chop their hands off. Okay, he would have went home handless and feetless. Okay, foot cut off. Period. Because you can't get to my house and my kids is here. Okay? You can't get to me and my kids is here. Okay? I don't know. Let me go to her page. Let me go to her page. Because I feel like, bitch, where you live? Okay? This is some Bruce Project ass shit. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that? So she made this post. Hold on. Where she stay? It say Detroit, but I'm like, do you really stay in Detroit? Okay, we ain't got nobody in common.
I got my kids. Yep, somebody's breaking in my house. Hold on, kitties. I got you, kids. I got my kids. Call the police, Harmony. Call the police. I got my kids. Yeah, I do. Get out my door. No, go home. Back up, son. Eat your cereal.
Not eat the cereal.
You got to get in here. You got to get in here. But you have to get in here first.
First of all, okay, look. Girl, that is all that stroller. What is all that stroller?
Go home, sir. Call the police, Harmony. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Yes, we are, baby. We're calling the police. Very bad.
Why your kids in the living room? Why you not saying babies go in the back and be safe? Because a crazy man with latex gloves is breaking the windows. And if I live across the street, I'ma say, girl, him. Them people over there. Mama, them people over there. DJ, them people over there. Why? What? What?
Get your bitch ass out here. If you step your ass out here, bitch, you done.
Okay. See you later.
You put your hands on my wife. You put your hands on my wife. Go ahead.
No, you
Your wife ain't shit for allowing you to go and threaten a woman. First of all, your wife she need her ass beat.
gotta come in here. You gotta come in here. Bring this baby right here. Bring the
The fact that is wood at the front door lets me know this house not the strongest house on the block.
baby right here. Come on, kid. The dumbest criminal I have ever seen in my life. There her car go right there. The white envoy. There it go. She brought him in over here. Oh, ow. Y'all saw that? Y'all see this shit?
She is not getting back her security deposit.
You know this ain't my house, right? You know that's his house. Y'all better get him. Well, you gotta get in here. Call the police, Harmony. Call the police. You got your phone, daughter?
Jaw around this bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna catch you. You can't. You can't.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about your kids, none of that.
You shouldn't have said that.
I don't.
Oh,
I'm really that nigga.
I'm sorry.
I'm really that.
I'm sorry you don't care about kids, baby, because I do.
I don't give a fuck about no kids.
I do.
First of all, he not that nigga. Okay, he not because ain't whoever is that nigga, he not breaking in windows. Okay, look, I wasn't there. I don't know them people. What I do know is if you some folk who be on that wild shit, they not going through all of that. It ain't worth it. Okay, if your girlfriend, your wife get beat up, that's what it is. Men are not going to beat up and attack other women based on what happened. They don't. Now they may give you a ride to go beat that whole ass. They may do that. Okay. They may say if you see her in public, baby, fight her on sight. They may do that. Okay, but there's no man, no real man in the city of Detroit and the surrounding cities who go to some lady's house to antagonize and harass and terrify her and her children. That ain't what anybody do. You damn sure don't go in a holy ass hoodie, okay, with a t-shirt over your face and latex glove. Bitch, latex? Latex?
I
Skin can be cut up from the glass.
do. You gotta go
He probably left all kind of DNA on the glass.
home, sir. You can't come in here, baby. Tell your husband go home. He ruining his life. He running his life.
Now he got the crackhead wife.
No, we don't do that. My kids on the phone with the police. Oh, oh, y'all don't say that. Do not say that. Y'all gotta go.
The fact that the wife hair is in a ponytail stance with no ponytail holder, meaning it's real stiff, crackhead behavior.
No, I'm not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't come in.
And at that moment, when he climbed his crackhead ass in my house, chop chop,
Here, sir. Get out.
chopper style.
Get out. Go home. Go home, baby. Oh, Lord.
That is breaking and entering. That is it assault? Because I mean he's threatening her.
Yes, go home, bro. I'm not swinging it. I'm back here with my kids. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Not come on, girl.
Bitch, they ain't got shit either. Bitch, they sleeping on the floor. They ain't got shit. They don't even go to school.
Go home.
Pissy ass kids.
So I'm so sad for y'all. Go
Oh,
home.
bitch, you said.
Thank you.
That's why your scary ass ran in that house and they came back out check, bitch.
But then you get beat up.
Scary ass bitch.
If I beat you up once, I ain't gotta do it again.
Harmony, you on the phone with the police? Yeah, they breaking and entering. Thank you, baby. Call, give me the phone, baby. Give me the phone, baby. He getting in here. Help! Help us! Somebody
okay? Hit that kneecap.
He's trying to kill us! Help!
One chop to the kneecap and he done. Okay, girl.
Help!
She not from here. She can't be from Detroit.
Help!
She from Memphis, Tennessee.
Help us! Help!
Cause we not doing none of that.
Help us! Somebody help! 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 My baby's in here! Help me! Help! Ow! My neck! Help us! He's getting in here, officers! I'm not swinging it, sir. Help us! He in the house! Help us! He in the house! He's in the house now! Help us! Help us! He in the house!
What kind of wife allow your husband to commit breaking and entering on camera? I would have been said, man, get your stupid ass in the car. What are you doing? I promise y'all, none of these people from Detroit, none of them. Because in true Detroit fashion, the moment he was on the porch breaking windows and busting out windows, pow pow. And even if someone does not have a gun, stab.
He got on all black! Help us! Help us now! Help us!
The wife ain't shit because she won't even come in the house.
Help!
But it's already breaking and entering, ma'am. Okay, we see you, so we know who.
Help us! Help us! He is in the house, police! He's running up on me! He's trying to kill me!
Hands cut up.
Help me! Help me, daughter! Oh no, he tried to grab me! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Not the kids helping.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here. He in here. Get in the house. Get out! Get out! Get out! He has on a black hood. Go, bitch!
The house. First of all, this is a dirty ass house. Y'all look at that wall. Look at that wall.
My head leaking, kids. Look at my head.
Y'all, look at the wall. Why are trash bags hanging on the girl?
My head leaking, kids. Look at my head. He hit me in the head. My head is leaking. Give me a... Oh, no. Now look at this shit.
Why don't she have an axe in the first place? Is she chopping wood?
I got him. He hit me in the head. My head leaking. Attempted murder. Call the police. They on their way? Oh, he fucked up. Oh.
I give up. I can't. Y'all, she's not from here. He ain't from here. Okay? This may have happened in Detroit. Girl, I'm upset. I'm mad. I watched all that shit. Anyway, when somebody breaking in your house and you from you anywhere from Detroit, if you anywhere from 313 and even some of the surround, I would say Detroit, I'll even say Hamtramck, I'll give a little bit of Oak Park. Take a little Flint. If anybody is breaking in your house, no one is saying, "Hey, daughter, call the police." We're already murdering the person coming in the door. Okay? We're already swinging an axe. We're swinging an axe, we all got baseball bats. Could be like baseball, okay? We swinging an axe if we have one, okay? We're swinging baseball bats, Most of the time, the men we with is pop, 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 popping. This shit. Okay, other weird shit going on in Minnesota. Okay, up in the middle of the sodas. Okay, a Minnesota teacher is Wayne. I'm sorry, a Minnesota teacher weighing more than 350 gets 2 years probation after stepping on students' back during lockdown drill, since he did it because they weren't taking the drill seriously. So you mean to tell me you got your 3 plus 50 plus pound grown man, fat Albert, family guy looking ass, and stood on the back of kids? And why the fuck he get probation? He tried to murder some people. Okay? If you 350, okay, stepping on children, okay, you may kill them. Just saying. They may live too, but I don't know. Let's see. He's been sentenced to his probation after admitting to stepping on the backs of three fifth and sixth grade students. First of all, are the parents in jail? This happened in February 2025 of lockdown drill. One student was lying on his stomach when Jason Rogers stood on his back for about 10 seconds, allegedly using the child as a stepping stool. A stepping stool? The student was reportedly left walking around like an 80-year-old. You want to walk because you put 350 on his back. Okay? It says Ryder later told police he felt the class was not taking the drill seriously and admitting to stepping on two other kids. First of all, the moment I found out that a teacher at my child's school, my nephew's school, my god kid's school took the chance to walk on their back. I don't care you weigh 100 pounds. Why the fuck could you walk on my child? Okay. He pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanor counts of malicious punishment and was sentenced to 2 years probation, which includes surrendering his teaching. Oh, he can't teach no more. Good, you bitch. Uh, that bitch came out real smooth. Let's see. He had to surrender his teaching license, completing an anger management course, perform 90 hours of community service, writing a popular letter to the students, and paying $2,200. I'm a fine. Um, First of all, whatever city, state he lives in, his face needs to be known worldwide. No school should hire a person. I don't care how much they weigh, but especially if you weigh 350, okay, who took it upon himself to walk on the backs of fifth and sixth graders. And any parent who see him at the local Walmart, at the local Piggly Wiggly, okay, at the local Quickie Mart, okay, take it upon yourself to bitch slap him every time, okay. Anytime a parent sees him, and I don't promote violence. I don't promote violence. However, if I see the teacher who stepped on kids' backs for fun, basically at 350 pounds, when I see you, bitch, I'm slapping you on sight. You need to move out this state, okay? And when you do place yourself in somewhere else, I'ma find you and come and slap you there. Because why would you do that? Like, at what part of training is that? You walking on the chick. I digress. I digress. Now, this story, I saved it twice because I don't know which one is the longer one. Okay, I'm gonna start here and hope this is the full scenario. Okay, now this is not to try to point fingers at pastors, okay? Because not all pastors are like this. However, this here, okay, a Florida pastor arrested after allegedly having actual relations with an underage person while he was HIV positive.
We received a cyber tip from Instagram that there was illicit, inappropriate activity between an adult and a child. And
Now, first of all, we've seen this sheriff before. Okay, this sheriff in his press conferences are always hilarious and informative.
what we found is that Timothy Cheneyfield went online with a dating app in search of children.
Now, how are kids on the dating apps? There should not be a dating app for you should have to be at least 18 to sign up for a dating app. Hell, you should really be 21, okay? But what kind of dating app are for kids?
And that's what he found, was a 14-year-old child. Then they moved from there over to the Instagram app where they chatted more often. And then Timothy Cheneyfield picked him up in front of his neighborhood on 3 different occasions. He wasn't preaching, but he was messing around.
Bitch, he wasn't preaching, but he was messing around.
On 3 different occasions, he drove to the 14-year-old child's neighborhood, where the 14-year-old child met him at the entrance to the neighborhood. Timothy took the 14-year-old to his home, and when he took him to his home, he engaged the child in sex. That wasn't all.
So Timothy needs his penis cut off.
Timothy is HIV positive. He failed to tell this 14-year-old child. We received a cyber tip.
It's another one. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one.
And what we found is that Timothy Cheneyfield went online with a dating app in search of children. And that's what he found, was a 14-year-old child. Did you hear what I said? A little boy. Then they moved from there over to the Instagram app where they chatted more often. And then Timothy Cheneyfield picked him up in front of his neighborhood on 3 different occasions. And on those 3 different occasions, he wasn't preaching, but he was messing around. On 3 different occasions, he drove to the 14-year-old child's neighborhood, where the 14-year-old child met him at the entrance to the neighborhood. Timothy took the 14-year-old to his home, and when he took him to his home, he engaged the child in sex. So when the investigation came to us, we started intensely looking for Timothy, and we found out during this period of time that he was in Baltimore performing, apparently, a funeral for someone through his compassionate care hospice work.
Not a funeral. Not a funeral. The pedophile out here at a funeral. So there's an HIV-infected pedophile out here preaching at funerals.
He confessed. He confessed that he picked up this 14-year-old child on at least 3 different occasions, took him to Timothy's home in Eagle Lake, where he engaged this child in sex.
His should be cut off. Sew up his booty hole. Okay,
But that wasn't it. That wasn't all. Timothy is HIV positive. He failed to tell this 14-year-old child that I'm HIV positive, and he had unprotected sex with a child and exposed our 14-year-old victim to HIV. We pray that our work was fast enough because we got our victim, the 14-year-old, the HIV cocktail, that we stopped this child from being infected. But we have a 26-year-old who said that he engaged Timothy Cheneyfield in sex, and now he is HIV positive.
So, past the pedophile, past the penis, is out here passing out HIV to people. Okay, I feel like one is a couple things. Okay, one, parents, please advise your children. Okay, at the earliest stages of them, knowing about sexual things. No matter what you do sexually, okay, you need to always wear a condom. Okay, do not be afraid to explain, okay, to the people, hey, no matter what you do, wrap it up. Okay, wrap it up. Because even pedophiles out here giving out the S to D, the T to D's to people. So look, you know what I'm saying? They one need to be like, hey, wrap it up. That's part one. Part two, know where your children are. Okay, try your best. So if your child say, "Hey, mom, I'm going down to the corner store," okay, fine. If they go from the corner store to 15 minutes away, hey, what are you at? Because to me, a 14-year-old child should not be able to go out and about by themselves without any kind of indication of where they're going. So how did said child leave with a grown man long enough to go have actual relations with them without the parent knowing what a 14, even at 14, I couldn't go. I was on the block. At 14, we were still hanging out in the neighborhood. We weren't allowed to like go away and gone somewhere. Ma, I'm going over to Auntie Sign's house. I'm down here at Queen. We had to say where we was going. Okay, that's the thing. Lastly, okay, past the pedophile, I have passed out STDs. Okay, he need his ass whooped. Thank God somebody tipped off the police that there was some kind of inappropriate relationship between an adult or child. But the thing is, who else, has he been in contact with? This is just who they caught him with. Okay, this is just who they caught him with. If he was out here with this one 14-year-old, I guarantee you there are others. Okay, meaning there are other people who he had probably encountered sexually who may have no idea they have HIV. And then whoever they are encountering, okay, whoever they are encountering also has it. Okay, that's to get you gotcha. Okay, you have to be aware of what's going on. That's just who the police caught him with, not who he's been with separately. And even if he's having relations with adults, they probably don't know that he is the positive person. Okay, around here, they don't know, and that's what's fucked up. Okay, that people are willing to have unprotectedness with other people and spread it about around. You know, so all I'm saying is, parents, you have to be vigilant on, hey, where you going? Who you hanging out with? At 14 years old, you have no privacy. You can't say, why you want to? Because I want to know. And I'm not blaming the parents, because again, the passive pedophile is who is the culprit. I'm just saying, I also want people to know you can't just trust anybody. Just, oh, they're passive. So what? So what? So nasty.
And what we found is that Timothy.
It says he's a dope smoking pedophile preacher. He groomed a child online. Again, this child, cut it off. Okay, cut it off. If he admitted to doing it, cut it off and throw it away in the garbage. Okay, he don't need it at all. And then anyone who knew what he was up to and ain't say shit, cut theirs off too. Okay, cut theirs off too. Because I'm like, man, why would you do that? This disrespect again, child. Sometime cut the penis off. Let it be gone. Okay. So I think that's all of the random topics we had for today. Let's get your little 30-second little minute of time to like the video, okay? And we'll get into this celebrity stuff, okay? Yeah. And here we go. I had to change up the energy, okay? I had to change it up because that was a fuck ass story, okay? Let's get into some celebrity things going on. One, we want to wish our forever and ever and ever president, okay, Barack Obama, a happy 65th birthday, okay? Happy birthday to him around here, okay? Now I have my own hymn. We have this hymn. Oh, I said that wrong. Cause he's anyway. Child, happy birthday to the president. Okay, I don't have a president. Look, I don't celebrate nobody in office right now. To me, this is still my president. Okay, so happy 65th to him. Okay, also congrats to a couple of people around here, okay? Coco Jones, the singer, okay, got married to Cleveland Cavaliers star Donovan Mitchell. They got married over the weekends. Beautiful dress, beautiful gown, okay? Good time being had by all, okay? Everybody was around there. I heard great things, child. She had a good time. He had a good time. Okay, it's really cute. Her dress is cute too. Her dress was really pretty. Congrats. And I think they met through Russell and Sierra, if I'm not mistaken, and whatnot. They had been engaged for maybe like a year. I think they've been engaged and whatever. It feels like you could they go Sierra and Russell back there. Right there. And I think that's LMA who's standing next, because LMA is also with the basketball player as well. So this was a star-studded wedding, and to me, I'm not trying to hate or compare and contrast. Taylor Swift and them, blah blah blue. I feel like when I seen people at this wedding, it felt like it was people they knew who loved them and support them, and not that they just didn't invite everybody. Okay, it wasn't just everybody around there. But congrats to the newlyweds. Okay, again, to Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones. They're husband and wife now. And they had a good old time, child. And I can't because it's music playing. It's the music. I can't play the music, okay? Also, T.I. and Tiny. Okay? Ti and Tiny had a vow renewal wedding newness or whatever. They were celebrating 16 years of marriage, so they renewed their vows. Okay, she wanted a sweet 16 vow renewal. Again, 16 years of marriage to Ti, big girl. Anyway, okay. Again, they posted stuff. Her dress looked pretty. His outfit was cute or whatever. You know, it was the folks around there having a good time out there, cutting the rug, shaking the leg, uh, shimmying, shucking and jiving. And it's probably cool that the youngest daughter get to see them, you know, married and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't born when they got married the first time. So congrats to Mr. and Mrs. Harris. Now her titties is up high. You hear me? Okay, up high. Okay. Ti look a little bit high, too. But she looks great. You know, the little couple. You know what I'm saying? This was also a star-studded affair. Okay, a lot of family there, a lot of friends. Okay. Oh no, sound child, don't do the music. Girl, get on that man things like that, girl. Hey, over that man like that. That's her husband though. My man, my man, my man, my baby. Okay. That could be having dirty sex. Her mama was around there. All the kids, all the grandkids, cause you know all the well, Major and Eric of course don't have kids. Okay, but all the adult children have children. Okay, Zanik got her daughter. You know, King has his son. Um, I think Damani has two. I think Buddy Red, who is Messiah, has one or two. So it's grandkids galore and stuff. Okay. Again, Aries is probably around there singing, being loud, and singing SWV and Escape songs. Okay. King was probably around there causing a ruckus with his hair being wild or whatever. I don't know. Is he really the night girl? Not you. King sitting there rolling a blunt, sitting next to his son and his younger. Now, why would you do that? Now, why would you be? Why roll a blunt in the first row? Anyway, but again, congrats to the couple. Okay, you know they've been through a lot. You know he was in child prison, cheatation, court cases, and all accusations galore. Okay, and they said, "Bitch, we together still." Okay, so congrats to them. Okay, also congrats to Kiki Palmer. Okay, who can keep a job, get a check. Kiki, okay, she will be the host of The Voice season 31, dubbed The Voice Celebrity, and Queen Latifah will be coming back as a coach. I have not. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I think it's like four or five. It's either four or five because again, their oldest kids all have kids, so I'm not sure the number. Because Damani and Messiah, who are the oldest two, never really. I want to say it's at least four. Because each kid has at least one kid. I just don't know if Damani and Messiah have two kids or if one of them has two. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, but congrats to Queen Latifah and Keke Palmer. Now, I have never watched The Voice. I've seen clips of it and whatnot. I don't, Chop season 31, I guess so. But she will be hosting, taking over for Carson Daly. Said Carson's been on this since 2011, but again, she will be hosting it now. It says Queen Latifah will be a coach alongside Riley Green and newcomer Joe Jonas. It says, and this season, because this is The Voice Celebrity, okay, it's a celebrity edition of the show. And it said instead of undiscovered talent, the season will feature actors, musicians, influencers, athletes, comedians, and obviously reality TV stars competing to become the first Voice Celebrity Champion. This sounds like the Masked Singer with no mask. Okay, it sounds like because the Masked Singer is a show where celebrities of all walks of life come on to sing and win the best singer. This is the same thing except ain't no mask one. Okay? Am I gonna watch? Maybe. Okay? It's not going to premiere until 2020. It depends on who the celebrities are. If they get some good celebrities, I might tune in. I don't know. We also want to say condolences. Okay, Michael Black's mama passed away. He was 83 and whatnot. You know, he shared the at the funerals. But the stuff, the celebration of life they had for the mama. Okay, so we're gonna, we're gonna send love and grace. Is she laying up on the bed, child? What the fuck is going? You know what? They're from over there. I forgot. I think across over there. Okay, they do think differently. Okay, so we're gonna leave that be. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I forgot. They sometimes lay you out and then put you out the pasture. But again, condolences to Michael Black and his family on the loss of his mom. Make sure rest in peace. Okay, so y'all send that funny ass man some love and not affection, child, but just some love and some grace and some prayers. Okay, cause look, child look lose a parent sucks. It sucks monkey balls, and we don't want that going on around here. Okay, now I told y'all it's gonna be 2 hours, y'all, and I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. Wait, I want to get. Oh, ASAP Rocky. Okay, now look, this is a thought process of mine. Okay, ASAP Rocky, has withdrawn an offer after an artist shared their conversation. I need people to know when celebrities pop into your inbox, you don't always have to go share that shit on social media because sometimes it can be a downgrade, okay? So as soon as ASAP Rocky had contacted this person, saying, good morning, Alan. Okay. How much do you charge for brand logo revisions? Assuming you would be willing to do so, I would be honored. Love your work. God bless. Okay. And then old boy went and shared it on social media. And I feel like one thing, this is a stupid business move. Okay, because if he's asking you about brand revisions, maybe he didn't want no one to know he was going to revision. Re, he was trying to redo his brand. You know what I'm saying? You let the cat out the bag. So many people will contact people to work with them, and they don't expect you to post on your social media, hey, look who asked me to do some work. That ain't what you're supposed to do. I get you're excited. I get that. But you do not have to do none of that shit, y'all. ASAP commented and said this was just distasteful. I guess we want to be working. Best of luck, buddy. Meaning, why would I want to work with you and you can't hold water? You posted a reply. You posted a DM to me. Did you reply to him yet? To post a message from a celebrity who's asking to work with you before seemingly replying to them and finding out what they want and all these things. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. And it shows how you were more concerned with showing the world what ASAP Rocky said versus doing the work. First, do the work. Produce the work. And then say, look who I'm working with after whatever you've done has been done, edited, posted, and ASAP Rocky and say, cool. People, you can't. Celebrities love to not have people in their business. No matter of fact, people that don't want people in their business. You know what I'm saying? And so you fumbled the bag. You fumbled. Okay? Most celebrities do not want anyone knowing what they're doing before they do it. So again, his whole question was, hey, brand logo revisions. So now folks know, hey, something's coming. How do we not know if the brand was maybe Fenty? I don't know. I don't know. But you can't do this. Also, most people hate sign NDA because they don't want anyone knowing what's going on. And I don't feel bad for the boy. I don't. Because why would you do that? I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad that Ace and Rocky responded that way. I feel like once you take our private conversation public, I don't want to talk to you no more. You know, I don't, there are many conference I share a lot with y'all. There are many things I don't share. You're supposed to keep stuff to yourself, okay? And so that is a lesson learned. Also, now look, Martha Reeves, okay, was out here singing the national anthem, child. And I don't know if she,
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed
how does everybody sound off key?
at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
How did we get here?
through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled? Oh,
First of all, I would have walked off the field. Okay? Because I'm laughing. Now, at one point, I know they said that she had said she couldn't hear herself. I said, ma'am, I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer, okay? But I still feel like singers should hear if they're off key that much. Okay? So, it's this footage shows Martha Reeves critiquing her backup singers before the viral anthem. This is them practicing.
bursting in air, gave proof through the night. That's how the tune. And our flag was still there. Oh, say does we watched were so. Now you singing with me. Who's singing the same note I'm singing? Why? Back up singers. I don't think I did.
Whoever heard her singing in rehearsal, and so you know what, yeah, let her do it. She sounded horrible in the rehearsal. You know, it was bad. It was, and then she gonna say, "Oh, they sound off key. They sound."
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
Could you sound off key, Martha? Is you okay? I just thought that was funny. Okay, because I said what was going on. Brandy and Ray J. Okay, the family is back together.
Look who it is.
Anytime I see Ray J in a Zeus t-shirt, I'm scared. Okay? Anytime I see Ray J in a Zeus t-shirt, I'm scared. Because I feel like that means he's shooting something for Zeus. And I'm like, no, go sit down somewhere.
Up here with a band-aid on.
Yeah, for shits and giggles.
What is going on? I don't even know. I don't even want to know. But
For shits and giggles.
but I just love this guy.
Now remember, when Brandy was getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Ray J was on a spiral. Okay, Ray J was out here saying crazy things, doing crazy things, and Brandy at that point said, "I'm kind of distancing myself from my brother or whatever." And so I do feel like Ray J hopefully went and set the down somewhere. I do think he looks healthy right here. I do think this maybe means that he's not out here on them drugs, child. I think Ray J has mental issues. And I think that mixed with, partying, drinking, and whatever else he may be doing, child, at some point it be having him looking like he gonna die. Okay, right here he looks healthier. Okay, I really hope he's taking himself, off the train of foolishness. I'm hoping that he's taking himself off the train of just debilitating decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that he is surrounding himself with positive people, which means no one from Zeus, and getting his shit together. And I feel like when they together, siblings, love, whatever, they both seem happy. And I think Brandon just really wants Ray J to get his shit together. I think if Ray J gets his shit together and it doesn't cause a ruckus around here, I don't think she has any issue being around him. But when he's on that extra shit, she don't want no parts of it. Okay, so I think Brandy kind of said, "Hey, I can't with you right now." Hopefully that made him think, you know what, I'm doing too much. Now we don't know because in 2 weeks, Ray J could be back out here looking crazy. Okay, but she loves her brother and he loves her. Okay, I just feel like, child, don't do no more dumb shit. Okay, don't do it. And again, he said, I love you," and he said, "I love you back." So again, they're at least in a good headspace. Okay, they at least is around here having a good time, child. Let's get to Tyrese. So what now, Tyrese girl? Child, Tyrese is at the house, like, this bald headed and crying. This bald headed crying. He said, "Stretch your hands out, please, and pray for me. I really feel discouraged, and I feel like I'm about to lose my mind." Now, he also wrote a long thesis paper. Okay, I don't want to read all this stuff. Okay, he said, he says, "Please take this post seriously. I'm not asking for money or anything material. I'm just asking for prayer, covering, love, positive energy, and genuine support. Okay, pray for me, Lord. Cover Tyrese. Okay, whatever is aiding him, whatever is aching at his heart, his mind, his brain, whatever is fuck with that man, take it away. Okay, we pray good energy, positive vibes, controlling the narrative of any crazy outbursts he may have, Lord Jesus. Okay, we don't know what's going on because I'm not reading all this, Lord. Okay, but Tyrese to me, Kasana, Tyrese to me has all. I think Tyrese is not having a good time with the notion that he is no longer popular Tyrese, and the life he lived has changed, and he don't know how to live life based in the circumstances that he lived life in. I feel like Tyrese, you need to start from scratch. Okay, sell that big ass mansion, sell them big old transformers in your house, sell Optimus and Bumblebee. Okay, you need to go down to the bare basics. I think Tyrese is upset and Tyrese is uncomfortable in his life. I think that's because he says, I'm overwhelmed, deeply stressed, and being pushed to my limits. Okay. Mentally, emotionally, physiologically, and financially. Again, I think Tyrese is being choked by the turtleneck. Turtleneck, hold on. You got on that turtleneck. Where's it at, child?
He's changing clothes. While they putting on another. Oh, now it's the jacket with the suede lapel. You switch from the shiny, Oh, you got a suede lapel, but you still got on that turtleneck. You recycle that turtleneck. You should take off that turtleneck. Anytime you feel like a takeoff, that turtleneck, you gon' suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Hallelujah, fan them down, fan them down, fan them down. Turtleneck. Oh, break it down, whisper it, whisper it, whisper it. Turtleneck. Oh, whisper it, whisper it. Turtleneck. Turtleneck. That boy good. That boy good.
Hey, I can play the whole thing, okay? But for real, for real. I'm not saying that Tyrese does not have real things going on in life that could be ailing him and whatever. But I think the major thing that causes that man to have these issues is he's trying to keep up the Tyrese lifestyle, okay? The mansion, the trips, the shopping, the club. And I'm like, nigga, don't do any of that. Your kids is grown. Was one kid grown, the other one don't live with you. Get you a 2-bedroom condo. Okay? You need to start back at 1. Okay? And stop trying to, when you waste all that money fighting the child support thing, that costs a whole bunch of money, okay? But I think him trying to keep up his lifestyle when he does not have the same money, he doesn't have the same, celebrity status as he once had. And do not get me wrong, Tyrese is extremely talented. He can sing, he can act. He's very, very talented. And a piece of me also feel like because he is so talented, he can't comprehend why he is not more successful. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows how good he is at singing and acting on things. So he can't probably comprehend why he's struggling in any way, shape, or form. And I think those issues really mentally fuck with him. And I don't want him doing something dumb, drastic, or just ridiculous because he's trying to live a lifestyle he can't afford. Because Tyrese ain't broke. Tyrese just isn't rich enough to afford an extravagant lifestyle still. It's the example of if you get a $30,000 tax refund. Okay, you got 3 kids, you made $2 or whatever. You get every single credit back. You got 30,000. I'm just this example. You got $30,000 back on your taxes. Okay, you then go and you buy a Audi. Okay, you go and you buy a used Audi that costed you 27,000 of your 30,000. You know, and then a year from now you can't afford the upkeep on that Audi. Okay, so you bought something when you had the monies. You had the money and you bought something expensive, and then life happened, and you now can't afford to keep up with the order you bought with your tax refund. You wanna know why? Because that's not your income. You know, so to me, Tyrese has bought this big ass house. He's bought all these things, cars, and all this, and the upkeep is hard. The water bill of the mansion has to be astronomical. You hear me? You know, so he's asking for help and for prayer, which is fine. We would absolutely pray for you. A part of me praying for you is I pray to God you sell that house. Okay? And I'm not saying sell the house and go live in a hut. I ain't saying that. I'm saying when you are seeing the fact that your money is funny and your income ain't coming how it used to, ain't nothing wrong with downsizing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Again, you may not be able to buy all the things here. You can't be having these expensive ass parties. Or you can't do all of that. You can't. You can't. You can't afford it. And most of the time, when someone say, "Hey, financially, I am struggling," emotionally, or because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and you a Gibson, okay? All I'm saying is, downsize for a little time, okay? Start back at the beginning, you know, and that may help you not have so much of a strain by now, and it may also help you write a new album. It may give you some musical influence. Okay, it may open up you to different things or whatever. But I'm like, that man has a freaking Optimus Prime and Bumblebee uh uh figurine, life size robotic thing in his house. So I can't possibly, I almost can't uh uh feel bad for you because look how you living. But we're gonna pray. We said a prayer. We absolutely said a prayer. Okay. Next up, yeah, he's struggling. So he just like struggling. And the last Fast and Furious movie. When did the last one come out? Hold on, Fast and Furious movies. Let's see. The last one, Fast 10, came out in 2023. The next one, Fast Forever, don't come out until 2028. I don't know why we need. I don't know why. you know, Child, the last one had a whole bunch of anyway. The fact that it's been 18,000 of these damn movies is crazy. Um, but he gotta do something. Anyway, I just wondered. I wanted to. Let's do Remy. Remy, look, look. I put Remy on the thumbnail because I just did not want to put Carissa. Because I felt like folks were like, oh, what the fuck did that lady do? Okay, but Remy was at um Andy Martinez's block party event or whatever. And while there and performing, she was rapping a song and she said Pat name in the thing. Now I'm gonna say this because she said, look, I've been her since I was wearing boots. Oh, I was wearing Bubba's, bitch. You get a bullet through your shirt where the logo is. The nerve of niggas claiming that they wrote these hits when they whole career they never ghost wrote shit. Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help Pap. Oh, you always act like you help a nigga. Pap, go help yourself. So she said Pap name in the actual rhyme. I'ma say this, and I mean this with all sincerity. I'm so sick of the Remy Ma, Papoose, Clarissa shit. I'm so sick of it because I feel like Remy Ma and Papoose separated and were dating other people, and neither one of them moved forward with the divorce until Pat got with Clarissa and all of that shit was happening. But before we saw Pat with Clarissa, Remy had a boyfriend and was actively out and about with that nigga, the block captain dude. Now her and him ain't together now, okay? But we ain't gonna act like Remy Ma, did not have a boyfriend first, and it just aggravates me now because I had mentioned like, do people not like her, Clarissa, because she is she's not a quintessential beautifully look at, she's not a light skinned long haired European features girl. Is it because she has black people? And him was like, no, like people issue. Him told me people's issue is Clarissa is too loud about Pap, and he's married. That's it. She should be with him. Be with him quiet, not quiet, not like in secret, but she don't have to be so loud about somebody who is still legally married. And I said, you know what, you're right. You're right. But I feel like also the reason she's so loud is because people do come at her a lot about Pat being married. I said, yeah, but Remy married too. So whenever I hear Remy or Pat go at I'm like, y'all both need to shut the fuck. Remy, don't say a nigga name. People like to give Remy more, I guess, leeway, and they don't come at her as much. And I don't get, because I'm like, they both married. They're both they are their husband now. They're separate. They're legally separated. They're not together. They're going because Pat did file for divorce. After the whole thing with them on social, thing happened on social media. So I'm like, so their divorce is in the process of being done. And she was on a radio interview. Where is it? And hold on. Where's the fuck? She was on. I thought I had it. She was on a. Oh, here we go.
Real question, because I didn't be here before. How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband?
Now, first of all, that's a rude ass question. Bitch, don't worry about it. Would have been my response. Okay, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Because again, the issue I have with this is Remy is also that man's wife, and Remy had a husband, and Remy had a boyfriend, and no one was asking Remy or her then boyfriend, how long are you going to be with somebody's wife? So I do feel like because Clarissa is so out loud, I love Pat, we together, that's my man, my man. People feel the need to poke, because Pat is still legally married and going through a divorce.
Because at the end of the day, that's what people are looking at.
Well, pause.
Okay.
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Okay.
Papoose filed for divorce. Y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there.
Okay.
He filed for divorce. because he's serious about me. So I'm not with somebody's husband.
Okay.
And if you're gonna call him her husband, make sure you call her his wife, and also hold her accountable for what she's doing in her life because she has who she's big about. So don't make it seem like it's just one sided. I'm not with somebody's husband. I'm with the man who filed for divorce, who's serious about me, who has done things for me that I've done for him. So that's not what it is. They say that because they want that to be the narrative, but that's not it.
And at the end of the day, this is what happens when you date somebody who is married. Even if they file for divorce or whatever. And again, if I was Clarissa, if I was her manager, her PR, her hairstylist, her manicurist, her cable repair guy, I would say, Clarissa, stop responding to anybody talking to you about Pap. If that's your man and he love you, and let me also make something clear. I fully believe Pap and Clarissa are in a full-fledged relationship. I don't think it's fake. They're together. That's clear. But she needs to stop fucking responding. That's it. I think if she and also not only that, bitch, don't you ask me about my dating life when I'm here to discuss my next fight. She also needs to be very direct and telling people, hey, don't ask me shit about my man and my dating life. Period, bitch. Okay. So because that lady asked her that question, okay, Clarissa was upset.
Yo, big fat.
I want the cussing version.
Yo, big fat ass. Sat up there and talked that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, I checked you respectfully in your face. In your face. You shut all that disrespectful shit up. Now, after the fact, you got all this lip. All this lip and talking all this shit because you never got this much attention before in your life. Being a radio host. I didn't even know who you was. I came here for Jock and Shorty. I did not come here for you. But the fact that you asked a question in such a distasteful way, and I answered you like the professional that I am, now you want to go on these rants and talking about some pat with me for this reason, pat with me for that reason, blah, 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 blah. You didn't say none of that stuff when you were sitting there in my presence.
Now again, Clarissa, shut the fuck up. Okay? Don't feel the need to respond to shit. If Pat not responding, you shouldn't respond. Period. So that's my frustration is that she is responding to people because girl, stop fucking responding. Just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Period. Period. That's my freaking aggravation. Now I had also seen because the girl was saying shit. Hold on, child.
Shanika? Like real question, because
No, where's the one I seen it? Hold on.
I just wanted to know how long are you going to be with somebody else's husband? Because that to me is like it's going to keep being a subject matter when you could be talking about what you do for Flint, Michigan, or what you have coming up next, or or your music or whatever it is that she's trying to promote. Like, girl, get that out the way.
Do you
Again, all Clarissa need to do is before she does anything, I'm not looking at none of this other shit. All she needs to do is stop responding. Okay? Stop responding. Period. Stop responding. I don't think. See, this is the thing. If he loved Remy, he would be with Remy. And I don't think Remy and Pap are done because Remy's done. That's it. That's all. Remy need to stop talking shit about Pap. Pap need to stop talking shit about Remy. Even though I don't think he said nothing well, because he did say he wrote shit. So, but I'm like, I need all of them to shut the fuck up. think Remy has moved on. Pat has moved on. The only people who keep this shit up are the fans, and I use fans loosely. And Clarissa's problem is she thinks she has to respond to everyone who has an opinion, and she don't. And she don't. Pap ain't saying shit because Pap is at home with Clarissa. He ain't gotta say shit. He ain't gotta say shit. He filed for divorce. They're still fighting over shit in a divorce. What he want, what she don't want to give, and blop blop in the bloop. But I'm like, I just want people to want. I want all of them to stop because just as much as Papoose is somebody's husband, Remy is someone's wife. And if they are in the midst of a divorce, let that shit play out. But Clarissa, you need a better team who, when you have any interview, you need to make it a specific requirement. They don't ask you nothing about Remy or about Pap, your dating life, and what's next for your life and your personal life. It should only be about your business shit. That's it. That's all. Even if Pap is in the room with you holding your purse. Okay? They need to stop, 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 stop. That's not true. Pat did not buy Remy a fur coat for Christmas. That was an AI post. So, that's not true. That ain't true. Every interview that a celebrity does, you have the right to say, I either want the questions up front or these are the questions that are off limits. And once someone asks a question that's off limits, you can end the interview. So I think people need to stop trying to paint Pat and Clarissa as this messy, cheating, adulterous relationship because that's not what it is. Pat is not cheating on Remy with Clarissa. Pat and Remy were broken up. Remy had a man. Remy was with the block capping dude. So they both moved on to other relationships, but they just had not gotten divorced yet. A lot of couples be married for a while, they separate, live separate lives, and have not filed for divorce yet. However, Pat filed. As she said, well, this is my thing. And Pat hadn't filed before. He didn't file when he got with Clarissa. I mean, I guess that's I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, the fans and the fuckery need to stop making it seem as if Pat Poose is cheating on Remy with Clarissa and she's a side piece. That's not true. Remy and Pat Poose broke the fuck up. Separated. We knew that based on not seeing them together before we saw him with Clarissa. I said that before. I was like, we don't. I said, we ain't seen Remy and Pat in a minute because they had broken up. They were separated. She moved on, and so did he. And again, and truthfully, if you gonna call Pat that lady's husband, Remy is that man's wife. So anyone we see Remy with, ask that man, hey, you like that man's wife? And let's see what happens. But Remy ain't gonna let that happen. So, Remy rapping and saying Pat name, Remy, don't do that. You don't need to. All of y'all, Remy, Pat, and Clarissa, all of y'all are great entities, solo, dolo. Stop feeding into the fans putting y'all against each other. That's stupid. Guess what? It don't matter who was done first. At this point, that don't matter. Because Remy and Pat were done privately before we knew publicly. So even if Remy said I'm done first, so that don't really matter. It doesn't. It ain't. It. I don't. I don't. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a point in placing blame on who. None of that, because in 2026, they're not together. And at this point, he been with Chris for like 2 years. And Remy out here, a single woman living her life. That's what they should be focused on. But to me, the fans and commenters and shit be stirring shit up. And Clarissa stupid ass be responding. And I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Go fuck that man at home and don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. No one care about it. But she makes shit worse every time she girl put a fucking camera on her. I'm like, girl, why go sit down? What are you doing? Anyway, it just irks my nerves. It irked my nerves that she allows people to make her look stupid over a man who is going through a divorce with his wife. Let that shit play out and then move on. And it I'm like, girl, I swear, I'm like, girl, please shut the fuck up. Please stop it. We don't need it. Not today. Okay. Next up, Ariana Grande. Okay, a white lady, white lady. So, you know what's crazy? Am I low? Hold on. I forgot I was on mute. I had muted it. Um, yeah, I don't know why it's low. Hold on. I forgot I was on mute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but we here. Okay, we're gonna let it do what it is. Okay, I just moved the mic a bit close, but sometimes when the mic is too close to my mouth, it gets muffled, and so I don't want to sound muffled. So I have moved the mic back a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know. Yes, the air is on because it was hot. So, but the air is always on. So nothing. I don't know. Anyway. I don't want to. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay. So if y'all can, as long as you can hear me, you know, that's it. I don't know. Anyway, but Ariana Grande. Okay. Is she Caucasian? I feel like is she or is she Mexican? Ariana Grande. Bitty bitty bum bum. It says she's American. Is she Dominican? I don't know. I, you know what's funny? No, not funny. I feel like it was not. I kept thinking she looks different, and I know we had the same kind of conversation about Brandy when people had made comments about Brandy's looks and Brandy's weight and Brandy's body, and we said, "Hey, y'all, you know, don't be around here." Oh, she's Italian. Okay. I don't know Italian. Um, I think the difference in what people were saying about Brandy versus what folks are, I think people were trolling Brandy. I said Brandy has always been a very slim, petite young woman. Okay, and I feel like with Ariana Grande, if you look at what she used to look like, she looks different. And it was not until I was looking up pictures for her on hold on. I was looking up pictures of her and looking for pictures of her that I was like, wait a minute. Her face does look different. Now I don't know if as a person gets older, our faces change. Okay? As you lose weight, your face changes. As growth spurts. There's different things can make you look different. However, I do think 2011 Ariana Grande, hell, even 2013 Ariana Grande does look different than 2025 Ariana Grande. Um, I don't know what it's from, but it was not until I saw it. I said, "Oh, okay." Despite her being more slim now, even her facial features look different now than what she used to look like before. And then when her team put up like a video or something of hers, a lot of folks was like, "Is she okay?" Because I do think there's a point in time to where when you start seeing the bones, you know, of a person who you did not used to see their bones, you know, it can be a thing. Um, when when someone who was already a very petite young woman and they look even more petite than before, I do think it's not crazy to say, "Hey, are you okay?" You know, and I've seen a lot of folks saying she looks like someone to ask her, "Is she okay?" She's on tour right now as well, and so the announcement came out that she's planning to take a step back from public appearances, because of scrutiny and blah 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 blah. Okay, now she then went and said, "I ain't what I said. It's not really what it is."
The announcement that was made yesterday was not a reactive or impulsive thing. It is something that I had decided. It's a plan that I had quietly made a long time ago. And it's a decision that was made from a thoughtful and empowered place. And I want you to know that many things can be true at the same time.
So her point was, no, I planned this break. It wasn't about, people are saying this other thing. No, I planned the break. It wasn't that. It wasn't, it was a planned thing. It was always and again, maybe she do need the break. Okay. She does. But I also feel like, she does look different. She does, and again, it could be stress, tour life, um, it can be anything. But I don't I do think when you just like she looks different. And I don't know how else to say that shit. You know, she does need a break. I think even that whole, Wicked press tour was a lot. I think she's been looking different for a while now. I think people are just now starting to say, wait a minute, is she okay? For the most part, it was the whole "is she okay" thing, and maybe that's why she planned to take a break because she may feel exhausted. You know, I'm not sure. All I know is they say, "Is you okay?" Okay. Um, it says the Eternal Sunshine Tour is set to wrap on September 1st. She'll then step away from starring in the West End revival of Stephen Somebody's Sunday in the Park with George, but she also will do press for her upcoming movie Fucker-in-Law towards the end of the year. But I'm like, this picture here did scare me. Because I'm like, that is, those are bones. So much so that the team took down the video this was from. You know. So we gonna wish that lady well. Okay? But no, I'm not stepping down. Okay, either way it go, ma'am. Have a seat. Okay. What's this girl name? Nene Leakes child. So the 20th no, not the 20th. What is it? The housewife 20th girl trip or whatever, which is with all the girls going on there. Nene and them, okay? So season 17 is wrapping up of Housewives. Now folks kept saying, oh, Shamia lost her peach and Nene gonna pick it up. Nene has a contract. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Okay, what do you mean? They were alleging that Shamia was gone, Kelly was gone, and that they were going to give Nene a contract. I said, girl, not a contract. Andy said no.
There are a lot of casting rumors online which came out over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you that they're not true. And I am going to tell you that if you want a preview of next season of Atlanta, look at this cast. This is the group, guys. I mean, we love this group. So, spoiler alert, we're very happy. There are a lot of casting.
Meaning, people trying to say we're going to recast. Look, I also feel like, Ultimate Girl. I kept on seeing with it. Yeah, it's called Ultimate Girl Trip. And I think it comes out maybe, it must come on after Housewives of Atlanta's reunion finishes. But Andy's point was all these rumors that they were going to to me, there's no reason for them to recast. Do Shamia get on my nerves? Yes. Does Katie irk my nerves? Yes. However, this is the first time in a while that the Atlanta cast gelled. You know what I'm saying? They do not need to change anything. Now, if someone decides to not come back, that's fine. If Shamia say, "Hey, I don't want to come back because my husband," fine. If Kelly said, "I don't want to come back because I'm homeless," I don't care. But I feel like this current cast with Portia, Phaedra, Drew, Kelly, Shamia, K. Michelle, Pinky, and Cynthia is a good cast. It is. As soon as and Angela as well. It's a good cast. As soon as the girls stop harping on Shamia and Portia's friendship, it'll be fine. I don't think that will pop up next season. Okay? But I need y'all to understand this. And I really want y'all to hear me when I say this, okay? Nene is not needed on Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? At all. I don't even think she would fit in. Okay? Nene has been gone since season 12. We are approaching season 18. Nene called Andy a cokehead. Nene sued Bravo. I feel like Nene has gotten back in because she's on. Nene will be on the Ultimate Girl Trip, yes. I think they did that just because they had to. You know, Nene was the first on Housewives of Atlanta. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think they said, we'll bring Nene back in for this and this only. I think this is her only way back in Bravo. Okay, but I need you Nene fans and stands and delusional people to understand Nene should never come back to the Housewives of Atlanta. Do she even live in Atlanta now? Like Nene is always flying around some fucking where. I don't think she would fit in at all. At all. If Nene can't get some other kind of show, a legend show with Nene, with Kenya, with whoever else from other front, but Nene is not needed on the Housewives of Atlanta. And the sooner y'all get that in y'all brains, the sooner Nene can move on. Okay. Now the teaser trailer did come out for the uh the show, okay, and for the first time in since 2012, Nene is round here on Bravo, okay, not on the Housewives of Atlanta, bitch, okay, and Nene was on from seasons 1 through 7, gone for seasons 8 and 9, and came back for 10 through 12. And we seen her shoot with Portia. We seen Nene come over the house to visit with Portia, but she did not have a confessional. And it was strictly about Portia packing for this trip, and we'll see you back when we hit Atlanta, and that's it. This is not them bringing Nene back. This is them acknowledging we can't have a 20th anniversary of Housewives and exclude her fully. What we can do is have her shoot 1 or 2 scenes. Okay? Come in and talk to Portia on this one day, cool. And when we shoot the Atlanta episode, we'll come back and see her then. This is not her coming back. It just isn't. So she is back within Bravo. Yes, she is. But I don't see them bringing Nene back on Housewives throws a whole monkey wrench into the dynamics of the ladies. And I get how great she was on season 1 through 7. She wasn't that good for season 10 through 12. Okay, because a whole bunch of shit was going on. But I'm like, let that shit go. It's like you being a 44-year-old adult hoping Santa Claus don't come for your presents. Okay, no, bitch. You cannot capture the amazing thoughtfulness of thinking Santa Claus is real. Okay, she's done. Now again, her popping on this makes sense. It does. It makes sense. But if Nene has not been able to solidify herself in any other show or entity, that's her fault. Because if she's that great, why ain't she did shit else? Why ain't they did shit else? Okay? So again, she's back in a little bit of a way. Okay? But again, child, she not back. She ain't round like that. Not today. Not ever. Sidney Starr. So y'all know Sidney Starr. Okay, Sidney Starr is I think she's trans. I believe she had bottom surgery. She's also the girl who back in the day, when she had the other part, when she had a penis, she was tricking guys. She was an absolute guy tricker back in the day. But I feel like if you're my age, because her and Chink, okay, we know of this lady, okay, and she has been caught up in scandals over the years. But then, bitch, I said, wait, she did what? I said, hold on. That's her mugshot. So, Sidney Starr, who again is a trans star, entity, was arrested, okay, in Georgia. Her legal name is Sydney Favors. Not Favors, girl. But she was arrested Sunday at the Embassy Suites by Hilton Hotel in Georgia near the Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport on child sex charges. I said, bitch, what? Again, when she used to be attached to Chingy in a way that was wrong, because I believe she allowed the narrative that Chingy likes the others, and it kind of wasn't true, and it kind of ruined um, Chingy's career back then. So I feel like she's always had a little bit of a sketchiness to her for how she moved, because she admitted that she would trick men and make men, and not tell men that she was born a man. You know what I'm saying? She would hide that fact. She was out catfishing with a penis in the vagina. Okay, so 2026 time. Now, now she had since apologized and all that shit. She admitted that what she did to Chingy was wrong, you know, and all that shit. But again, that don't mean nothing, y'all. So it says, per their words, Warren Favors, who was Sidney, allegedly confessed to performing oral sex on an underage boy at the hotel on Sunday morning, claiming the act was consensual. She has currently been held without bond at the Fulton County Jail. She faces 3 charges of aggravated child molestation, sexual battery against a child under 16, and sodomy. I said, girl, the fuck? Again, she's transgender and blah 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 blue. She's also linked to Darius McCray, Eddie Winslow from the Family Matters. So, you know, 1, she's arrested. Okay, 2, she admitted to doing the shit, and 3, he's arrested. Okay, um, it, saying, well, I mean, yeah, I did it, but it was consensual, doesn't mean shit. She's denying the assault part. She's denying the it being a forced thing. Her thing is, well, no, it was consensual. You know, it says she urged the public not to confuse allegations with the facts. Public opinion should never replace due process. Girl, look, if you put your mouth on someone's penis who was underage, you did that shit. It does not matter that it was consensual. Again, that's the brain cells when someone say, well, I'm innocent. No, you're guilty. You can't think because it was consensual that you didn't do shit wrong. That's stupid. That's dumb. Okay? And so she's in jail. Her mom was shocked, didn't think her child would, engage with a minor, but she admitted to the shit. Now, I don't know if her excuse would be, well, I didn't know they were 16. I don't know. I don't know if that's, you know what I'm saying? So, could it possibly be she did not know the person was 16 and that's why she's saying, well, it was consensual? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is they said that she admitted to, doing things with this person in the hotel room. Again, she was arrested at the hotel. Okay, so and the person, the person was under 16, so that can mean 15 on down to, I think they have to be between 13 and 16. I think there's a different statute of limitations, a different statute if the person's 13 or younger. So I'm assuming there's between the ages of 14, 15. Either way it goes, if you admit to doing it, you guilty. Even if you say it's consensual, you guilty. Because I swear to God, look, I have never in my life seen a teenager who did not look like a teenager. And even if I said, well, damn, they could be 20. How old are you? Even if you look at someone who could possibly, damn, how old is that person? You say, well, how old are you? Because you look young. When you have to ask someone, hey, you look young. You look young. Just go ahead and don't do it. Go ahead and just don't do it. You know, let it be. Let it go. If you have to ask somebody, you look really young. How that mean they're too young? Because there is no 35-year-old person who looks 16. Okay? There is no adult, even DJ, my nephew, he's 20. The nigga still look like a kid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he looked 20. But no one's gonna look and say, oh, DJ is 35. He's not fucking 30. No, he's not. And even when he was 16, he was a big 16-year-old, but he still looked like a child. I have never seen anyone 19 or younger who looks old enough for you not to question their age. That's the get you. So I don't know, because we don't know, because she's still locked up. But child, arrested, locked up. They won't let her out. Got her locked up. Won't let her out. And don't need look when you agree when you again. Let me just go on here. It says, according to arrest warrants, she allegedly confessed to performing oral sex on an underage boy at a hotel Sunday morning, claiming the act was consensual. The only which way is if she say, "Well, I thought he was 18." Now I don't know how old she is, but I know she's a full grown adult. I know that. I know she at 12. You know what I'm saying? So unless she say, "Oh, well, he told me he was 21," and because maybe a 15-year-old will lie and say, "Well, I was tall and I have muscles," and I don't know. But again, when you have to question the age, just don't do it. Period. So, child, lock the fuck up. Okay? And again, if you admit to doing it, I mean, what you want me to do, bitch? You did it. You did it. Tamar. Now, y'all know she gets on my nerves. Okay? And mainly because Tamar is so talented. And Tamar, now, first of all, Tamar got me blocked on IG. I said, what she blocked me for? I ain't said that much stuff that's too crazy. I probably did, but no. Tamar is on this little 4-city tour. Okay, I think she got maybe 1 or 2 days. I think she did 2 shows, got 2 more left. I'm not sure because she got me blocked. No, I can go to her TikTok. Let me go to her TikTok. Yes. Search Tamar Braxton. I feel like she only had 4 dates. Let's see. Yep, the 30th of July was Atlanta. The first was New York City. And she has a show in Philly on the 9th. And a city in Nashville on the 15th. She got 2 shows left out of the 4. Okay, 4-city tour. A 4-city tour. Okay, and whatnot. So I kept saying, sometimes Tamar needed to shut the fuck up and sing, and I mean that in the most respectful way. Tamar finally listened and sat down and was singing. Now, because I don't want to get flat, I'm gonna say I had to pull a recording of her singing and speed it up. Ooh, it's loud. Ooh, that's loud. Hold on, y'all. That is loud. her Tony Braxton, T-Boz wig, and then came around here and said, I'm going to sit on the floor and I'm going to sing. Now, because I can't play the full song, okay? Tamar finally, because usually Tamar be around here dancing around or pop, 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 popping, and be sounding horrible. Tamar need to sit down and just sing her songs. And someone finally convinced her to do that. And so her and three gay men is sitting on the stage, barefoot, singing. On the floor, child, singing and whatnot. Okay, um, the videos are all on TikTok, and yeah, I had to speed it up just so y'all can kind of hear without me get flagged. But she around there singing. Hold on, let me play this one. So again, her and three gay men singing. Now, I have seen different, versions of it. I said, why you on the floor? And I get it's a very intimate setting with, fake candles, okay, a little itty bitty desk fan, one couch, no chairs, some white sheet curtains. And she sound better when she's sitting still. Okay, when Taylor be trying to do all that extra shit, running around, dancing around, heavy breathing, it's too much. I said this is the perfect way for her because no one is gonna take away from the fact that she can sing. Okay, the problem is Tamar is too messy to realize all you need to focus on is your music. You was an artist, and if you took more time to do that, you'll be known more for your talent than your foolishness. Now she sound like Tony. That Toniness be in the throat. Okay? And three, gay men in the back barefoot with sunglasses. I'm like, why y'all wearing sunglasses? Ain't no light now. And a couple of the songs now again I'm like, why don't you have any female background singers? This again, barefoot, fake candles, barefoot, one couch. I'm like the dude on the floor. Why you on the floor? I'm like, first of all, you should have. Again, I want to reiterate this. She sounds great. Okay? I would tweak a couple of things. I would always have me in my own chair singing. Me in my own chair singing. And I would have the three guys behind me in their own chair. Now again, Tamar needs some. The fact that Tamar can't get female background singers because she can't get along with women. Just saying. Okay? But I'm like, I feel like her background singers need to because it was one of them, they sing too loud. Sometimes they overpower Tamar singing. And I'm like, people came there to hear her. So if we try to take, not we, because I don't be trying, not me. But if they trying to hear Tamar, okay, and they can't hear Tamar, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And no one seems to say. And well, again, they only have 4 shows. I don't know how much practice they had. I'm not sure. But hold on, let me show y'all this one. I'm like, they too loud. We can't hear Tamar. They so loud, child. So again, all I'm saying is, Tamar, tell them, wow, okay, quiet on the creek. A little quietness, little bit, okay. And it's a lot of screaming, okay. And I feel like she wanted this intimate setting, which is fine. So again, fake candles, barefoot, white outfits, is real Floyd, whatever. The best fan. I'm like, but one dude, why he should not be on the floor? He should not be on the floor. And if the point was Tamar wanted to be center mass, so only three was on his couch. Okay, cool. Get rid of the third singer. You and 2 background singers. Okay. So all you hear is Jane screaming. Yeah. I'm happy she's trying something different. Tamar wants to be this pop dance singer, and you don't need to do that. That ain't your zhush, you know, at all. Sit down somewhere, okay? Sit down somewhere and sing. Yeah, sometimes they in black, okay? Hold on. Sometimes they in white. Hold on. Girl, our throat gonna be hurting. But sometimes they in white. A lot of loudness. Okay. Um, Again, barefootness, and then one man on the floor. And I'm like, why he on the floor? Child, James' toes are painted. We can see James' toes and I take my toes. I'm just saying. You know, and she on the ground, this child, this a rocking. And yeah, she sounds great. So I'm not knocking her. Sing. I'm saying she's an amazing singer. She just is an aggravating person. You know, um, and maybe she'll get more shows. You know, maybe she have 4, maybe she'll get 8. I don't know. Okay, but do something that get this man up off the floor. Cause I'm like, girl, is it Jodeci? They did not leave Devontae or Dalvin on that floor. Y'all couldn't get on a chair, a little bench. Because if it's 4 people on stage, it should be enough seating for 4 people. Maybe the man wanted to be on the floor. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure. You know. But again, at least she's trying music. At least she's only sticking to the music. Okay? Congratulations, Tamar. Anyway, y'all gonna see her at her next 2 shows, child? I'm not. So fucking messy. Let's see what we got left. I think it's just Cardi and K Michelle. Let me see, cause we did them. Boom, boom, bow. Okay. Let's do K Michelle, and we'll end it with Cardi. Well, no, let's do Cardi, cause Cardi's not, that much. One, Cardi is getting the bag. Okay, Cardi has been the first female rapper with 4 diamond records. I think it was like for Bodak Yellow, WAP, and I forgot the other 2 songs that she had that went diamond. So, congrats to Cardi. Congratulations, confetti. Okay, doing the things. Okay. Also, bag secure. So, Old Navy had posted. Let me see if I can go to Old Navy's page. Old Navy had posted a little snippet of a new campaign coming. Who is it? Who could it be, child? We don't know who it is. Who could it be? Okay. They posted this and they said, well, who is it, child? Who could it be? Who ass is this? Who hips? Who thighs? Who hair? Okay. And so folks like, oh, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Well, y'all know Samira, right? Samira who be all on the TikToks. You know, she had beef with Cardi last year.
That better not be who I think it is. That better not be who I think it is. That y'all just posted on y'all account talking about something you about to drop something with them. That better not be who I think it is. Old Navy.
I said, girl, what you upset for? So y'all know I think it was last year. Cardi was on tour. And was it last year? I don't recall. But Cardi had merch. I think it was the album. Okay, Cardi had merch. And when Cardi's plus size merch sold out first, Cardi jokingly was on social media saying, oh yeah, the big backs, da 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 da. Okay? Talking to her fan base of plus size people. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I feel like you can tell when someone is saying something to be derogatorily mean spirited and trolling versus someone saying something to their fan base that has no malice intent and is really meant to be a joke between them and their fan base. I don't feel like Cardi B is fat phobic at all. I feel like Cardi has always seemed to embrace everyone. Um, so I don't see her as a fat phobic person who should be boycotted. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody was upset when it was before, and was going in on Cardi, it was a back and forth thing, child. So she ended up, Samira ended up going off social media. It was crazy because folks was on her head. I think it's Samira. Samira is a plus positive influencer who's always out saying, "Oh, the store need to be more inclusive." And that's true. There are many stores who do not carry a plus. I am a plus size woman. Okay, have been my whole life. Okay, so I can attest to there are many, 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 many brands who does not cater to or think about the plus. Child, even there, I have Michael Kors purses that there are many purses brands who have a crossbody and won't have a crossbody that fit my body. Okay, and I buy purses and I will buy my own strap because I'm like, I know y'all strap ain't meant for my body, whatever. However, I'm not trying to fuss about every little thing. And Smart was complaining about Old Navy. She complained about the damn parking meter that um had like diet. I don't know, but she felt like diet culture, skinny girl culture. If a menu says skinny, whatever, it's fat phobic. I don't have time. I can't have the time to call everything fat phobic that is catered to skinny people. I can't. I'm not pissed at the Cheesecake Factory for having a skinny whatever menu. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't think that's a fat phobic thing in my opinion. Samara, on the other hand, anything she sees as whatever, she thinks is fat phobic. And so she is consistently complain. Some things she complains about are actual and factual. you know. But it can't be everything, bitch. You can't be pissed at Chick-fil-A. You can't be pissed at this and that. Okay, I think that's not, true. Okay, um, if you're over certain time, that's the first thing. Well, first of all, a lot of people will make someone's side be the first thing. If we beefing and we fussing and you fat, I'm gonna call you fat. However, there's a difference between that and people who generally don't like fat people because they're fat. I think it's a difference. But again, everyone has their thing. I'm not here to voice anyone else's opinions. My point is, I as a plus size person, if you beef with a plus size person and you call them fat, I don't think you're fat phobic. You're calling out something about someone who had now it's a lazy read, a very lazy read. Okay, calling someone those fat is stupid. I digress. Okay. Anyway, so Samira had that to say, and she posted that and took it down because the moment she posted it, folks said, "Girl, stop, leave us alone." Okay, you don't even know who, hold on, who the person is. How are you already complaining? How you already doing that? Okay, and so today, Old Navy revealed that it is Cardi B. Cardi has a campaign with Old Navy. They put up the commercial today. Look, this one. Hold on. Old Navy put up. Did they put the whole one? Because I saw the whole one. I saw the whole little video. So Cardi has a line coming out with Old Navy. Old Navy is one of, I would say, our regular clothing brand who does have a great plus size section. Now you may not be able to get all those outfits and looks in the store. You may have to order it online. Um, I don't mind ordering something online. I don't mind it. I prefer it, truthfully. Okay, just because I can get what I want, try it on at home, and what I don't want, I can send it back or take it back to the store. Okay. But Samira complaining before Old Navy even announced that it was Cardi. I'm like, girl. Oh my god. Stop. Okay. You know, but I have shopped at Old Navy for a long. I have great clothes, sweatshirts, skirts, dresses, shoes, everything. Okay, come on. Cause Old Navy does have plus size clothing. Now I will say the ad I saw them post with Cardi did not include any plus size women in it. So I mean I do think if you're going to have a new line with Cardi B, does the pants that Cardi do those pants not come in plus size? I don't know. I don't know. Now, if the line with Cardi does not have plus sizes, sure, then complain. Sure, then complain. But I feel like Old Navy is one of the few stores who absolutely um has clothing, cute clothing, stylish clothing for plus size women. Now again, you may not be able to go in a store and get your size whatever. Okay, I do think most of the stores only go up to a certain size. However, if I can go on the website, because once you know your size, you can just order the shit. I'm not tripping because if I need to walk the store, girl, I don't give a fuck. I will order this shit and have it in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So her, the stuff, human store. I think the issue could be maybe they feel like not many plus size folks come in. You know, you may not have a size. Well, I don't know what size they go up to. they may not have many Old Navy. Let's see what sizes they have. I don't know. I don't know my size, bitch. I don't know the other size. But I feel like bottoms, jeans. I have a lot of jeans from Old Navy. Love them. Love them to death. Yeah, yeah. They go up to a size 30. Okay. Maybe they be like, we don't get all the size 30, they don't come in the store. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not tripping about a size not being in the store as long as I can get it. Okay? As long as I can get the fucking size. I'm not tripping. But Samira is a person where she'll say, well, no, I'm pissed because it ain't in the store. I'm pissed because the restaurant had a skinny menu that's fat phobic. And I'm like, so I can only imagine what she gonna say tomorrow after the full Cardi B rollout has happened and whatnot. I want Samira to think about what her cause is. Because sometimes when you fuss about everything, they listen to nothing. Okay? When you complain about everything, people stop listening in general. Okay? So congrats to Cardi on the new line. Again, I don't know what it is and what's gonna happen with it, but y'all, we're gonna see. Now, last thing is midnight. And I told y'all 2 hours and I got to 3. We got Nene, Bloppy, 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 Bloop. Yep, left to do is just the K Michelle of it all. Okay. Smart sound skinny public. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I feel like I saw someone else say that. They were like, she calls everything fat phobic. A skinny person can feel as if you're being, biased against me and a skinny person. Right. I'm like, I told myself to just move on. you know, yeah. Nope. Anyway, let's move on. K Michelle. K Michelle was on the Breakfast Club with too much weave in her head. Okay, with entirely too much weave in her head. Okay, I don't know why she put all the hair on her head, but I digress. Because sometimes the Breakfast Club flag stuff, I'm not gonna play the full thing. But K Michelle was up there talking, right?
I watched black country singers won't work with and treat their own more fucked up.
So while talking about how she feel, black country artists do or don't do, how they do or don't support other black artists, and bloppy bloppy blue. While talking, she mentioned Shaboozey. Okay.
Than white country artists trying to understand our culture and all of that.
So you've reached out to black country singers to collab and they don't want to do it?
Oh, I have.
I hate this hair. I really hate it.
It's only about 15 of us in the city that's really there.
Yeah.
He can get mad at me and say whatever, but Shaboozey. So when all of that happened and all of that, Shaboozey, this and that, I got it. The Nigerian singing country, I get it. Okay, I got it.
Even her bringing up him being Nigerian, I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
Okay, what's going on? So I did. I looked at my DM and I saw, and he was like, you the gold, this and that. And I'm cooking some turkey chops and pork chops. He like, he cooked me some or whatever.
Meaning I'm on social media posting food and then somebody, Shaboozey, hey, can I get a plate? Who look good? You're great.
Damn, that's
Give your number. My A&R is calling saying you're looking for me, but when I text you, and you know I'm not a feature girl. When I text you about a feature, you don't answer back. Bitch, I don't need no feature from you because once they find out you don't like black women, it's over for you anyway.
And I'm like, K Michelle wonders why people don't fuck with her. This is why. I feel like artists have a right to do what they want to do. You know, artists are all very sensitive about this shit. Okay. I feel like if he saw you cooking food, like, oh, that food, look, can I have some food? And for that to go into, oh, let's kind of work together, and then you ask him for a feature and he didn't respond, I'm like, I just feel like, what was the, I don't know. Does Shaboozey owe K Michelle a feature? You know what I'm saying? Again, does Shaboozey owe K Michelle a feature? And even if he like white women, okay, I feel like you shitting on him personally because he did not want to do a feature with you is the reason why folk don't want to do feature. It's why folk don't want to work with you. Because once you feel slighted in any way, you then you spray them for no reason.
Well, I probably say that.
And I'm like, do I wish black men would date black women? Yes, absolutely. But I also feel like I'm not going to use that as a shot to them because they would not work with me.
You could that. Well, but I just think that's just weird. And we do each other so bad. We do each other so bad.
Like you coming on here saying Shaboozey was asking for some food to cook for him, but he did not return my call for a feature. Maybe he didn't want to work with you. There are many black folks who probably also don't. I feel like there are many people who do not want to work with K Michelle because of her reputation. You know, how she responds and reacts and talks to people is a reason why maybe they don't want to work with you. It's the same thing as ASAP Rocky, who reached out privately to someone who then publicly posted the DM on social media. So y'all were talking privately, but now because he did not want to do a feature with you or he didn't respond, for whatever the reason may be, whatever the reason may be, he didn't respond, you now think it's okay to be like, well, yeah, because he like white women. I'm like, he like white women. So, Shaboozey. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, what's the point of, you know what I'm saying, calling him out and saying, well, once they know he don't like white women, well, if you know that, then why would you want to work with him? If you know Shaboozey don't like black women, why would you want to feature from him? And what does him liking white women have to do with his music? There are a lot of great white women. You know what I'm saying? We like white women. I like Cameron Diaz. I like Reese Witherspoon. I like Glenn Close. I like Meryl Streep. You know? There are many white people that we like. So I feel like, you know, that's an unfair character assassination.
I think it would be different too if he gave you a reason. Like if she really say, "Yo, I don't want to do the record right now because of
what." But don't be texting me, calling me to go about pork chops and shit like that when you need to show urban, you know, show that you're urban.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, did anybody see these posts about pork chops? Does K Michelle think that when she posts shit on social media and folks comment to what she posted, do she think we really be in her like, oh, did you see Shaboozey? And Shaboozey asked K Michelle for some pork chops. Bitch, we didn't see that. So a piece of me feel like K Michelle thinks she's more popular or marketable or people are paying attention to her. I'm like, girl, I don't ever remember you posting pork chops. I don't ever recall the blog showing girl K Michelle posting doing them pork chops. I don't recall that. So even her saying, but when he wants people to think he black, he wanna girl, ain't nobody see that shit at all. We ain't seen you cooking up pork chops or him ask for some. K Michelle has a tendency to when she feels like someone did not do what she wants them to do, she retaliates. She retaliates, not responds to them or whatever. She retaliates against them because she feels slighted. And because you want black women to not like him, you then say, well, guess what, girls? He don't even like black women. Well, so what? So should we not like any black man who date white women? We would hate Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx don't like black women. We've only seen Jamie with white women, and it aggravates us because this be who you are. But you want us to believe, well, he wanted some urban attendance, or he wanted some pork chops, girl.
And then I didn't ask for your phone number. I didn't reach out to you. I don't ask anybody for anything.
But you asked him for a feature, and it sounded like he was certain. I don't think it sounded like he was. It sound if he said, "Hey, girl, give me some pork chops. Look at my number." That sounds more. I want to date. Fuck you. I want to see you privately. Then hey, let's work together. I don't know. But again, K Michelle is a messy bitch. And I mean that literally. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And that's why her career has wobbled the way it has. She's also a very, very talented singer. She sounds amazing. But you up here promoting the album and this big ass hair about Shaboozey, pork chops, and features.
Like, don't do that. I got Dolly Parton sending me records, so I don't reach out. You know to me on that, and then I say something to you. I don't ever want to be the bitter artist about a record because I don't ever.
But you are.
I don't ask for a feature. I don't ask anybody.
Yeah.
But you do all of that in the midst of you needing to be urban. And you're texting me about a lot of things, and I talk to you about a record, and then you just go complete. No, I don't. Dad, I don't care that you have a hit record. I know the longevity in business, and I know you can't sing, and I know that's not what I'm supposed to say today.
Again, she's messy. He can't sing. He only wanted her to make him more urban. I'm like, first of all, if any country artist is trying to feel more urban, they're not going to K Michelle. First of all, him getting in with Beyonce, he don't need K Michelle. He performed on Christmas Day with Beyonce. Okay, that the Tipsy song is, you know what I'm saying? He did not need K Michelle ain't even on top of her own brand. So why would he want to hit his wagon to yours? So again, he can't sing. He like white women. He wants some urban pork chops to seem more urban. I'm like, girl, ain't girl, get fuck by. We love Shaboozey the moment he was around there with Beyonce. And I like his song. You know, right. You got Dolly Parton. Why do you care about Shaboozey? And I'm like, is she upset because he has his foot in the door of country more than she does? Because folks look at him as a country artist. So, again, okay, Michelle, go sit the fuck down somewhere, okay? Y'all, I told y'all two, y'all got three. I told y'all two, and you got three, okay? It's time for bed. As I told y'all earlier, now again, I don't know why my mic was low. I'm gonna try to get that fixed for later on. But tomorrow, I might pop on for an hour for some random crazy story chat at 9 o'clock. I don't know. Okay, it depends on how my day goes and whatnot. But y'all make sure to like the video. Okay, y'all make sure to subscribe. Y'all make sure to be comment child in the comment section and all those good things. Okay, little 2 hour tour. Thank y'all for being around here, child. I want everybody to go to bed like I'm about to. And I would possibly talk to y'all tomorrow. Now, again, tomorrow will really be an hour because, again, it's not many celebrity stories. And y'all like, we have fun with little, random chat last time. So I might do that again tomorrow on Wednesday. But y'all gotta go. I'm going to bed. Good night. Love y'all. Be safe. And I gotta go. Bye.